If you've ever bought a car only to discover every visit to the shop costs more than your monthly payment, you know the frustration. Mechanics see this happen every day, and with certain cars, it gets so bad they won't even take the work. This isn't about small issues or occasional repairs. It's about designs so flawed that fixing them isn't worth the effort. In this video, I'm sharing 10 cars that mechanics avoid, so you don't end up owning one of these financial traps. Number 1. BMW 7 Series. The BMW 7 Series has long been a showpiece for status, a car that screams luxury and innovation. But once the shine fades and the miles pile up, that prestige takes a sharp turn into a nightmare few mechanics willingly step into. After the 100,000-mile mark, expensive failures begin stacking up. These models are loaded with advanced electronics, air suspension systems, and complicated transmissions that make even routine jobs far more than a simple fix. A failing iDrive unit or leaking suspension component can quickly snowball into days of repairs and several $1,000s in parts alone. It's easy to find an older 7 Series for under $5,000, but actually keeping it on the road can cost double that amount in only a couple of years. For many shops, the math doesn't add up, and they leave these so-called luxury bargains behind, much like other high-end SUVs soon will. Number 2. Range Rover and Land Rover. Range Rovers have long been the SUV of choice for celebrities and wealthy buyers, projecting luxury and status wherever they go. Yet mechanics know a different story. Behind the impressive design, these vehicles are plagued with unreliable systems that make them some of the most dreaded repairs in the shop. One of the most infamous issues is the air suspension, a system that fails so often many owners convert to traditional springs just to escape repeated breakdowns. Electrical gremlins and rust creeping into vital components only add to the frustration. For mechanics, repairing one fault often leads to uncovering yet another problem hiding underneath. It creates a cycle of endless bills, towing, and frustrated owners. That's why many shops simply pass on these jobs. A warning sign that even high-tech features aren't immune to constant failure when real-world wear and tear sets in. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 3. Tesla and certain EV brands. Tesla has become the face of electric car innovation, with sleek designs and futuristic features that appeal to tech-focused buyers. But while owners often rave about the performance, mechanics see a completely different side of the story. Take the Model S's retractable door handles, for example. They look impressive at first, yet they're notorious for failing to extend properly, leaving owners stranded or stuck with inconvenient repairs. Then there's the massive central touchscreen, which runs almost every function of the vehicle. When it freezes or goes unresponsive, the entire car feels crippled, and fixing it can cost more than an engine replacement in a traditional car. Independent shops also find themselves locked out due to Tesla's software restrictions and proprietary tools. That combination of fragility and exclusivity means many mechanics won't touch them. A trend now appearing in more mainstream cars too. Number 4. Nissan Altima. The Nissan Altima is one of the most common sedans in American neighborhoods, praised for its affordability and practicality. But if you bring a 2013 to 2016 model into a mechanic's shop, chances are they've already seen plenty of them, and for all the wrong reasons. These years are notorious for their CVT transmission failures. Symptoms usually start with shuddering or hesitation, but many quickly suffer total breakdowns. The reality is that replacing the CVT is far more common than repairing it, and that's not cheap. Owners often face bills of several $1,000s, which is shocking when the entire car's resale value can be less. Mechanics get especially weary when Altimas come back again and again with similar drivetrain problems. At that point, many simply suggest avoiding the work, knowing another American brand has its own equally frustrating design. Number 5. Jeep Cherokee. The 2014 and 2015 Jeep Cherokee hit the market with promises of rugged performance and modern tech, but the reality turned into one of the biggest headaches mechanics can face. At the center of the problem is its 9-speed automatic transmission, a system designed for efficiency but notorious for constant trouble. Owners reported rough or unpredictable shifts, stalling when least expected, and even complete transmission failures. For mechanics, the complexity of the system makes repairs long, expensive, and rarely a one-time fix. Even when software updates or recall work addressed certain glitches, the same cars often returned with fresh complaints. Repeated visits became the norm, straining both owners' wallets and shops' patience. Eventually, many mechanics saw working on the Cherokee as wasted time, since the design flaws keep drivers stuck with an unreliable vehicle. Another compact model soon revealed a similar transmission disaster. Number 6. Ford Fiesta. The Ford Fiesta was marketed as a budget-friendly small car with a fun personality. But models from 2011 to 2016 brought a serious problem. Instead of offering smooth driving, the PowerShift dual-clutch transmission quickly gained a reputation for failure, turning what looked like an affordable choice into a long-term money pit. Drivers reported sudden loss of acceleration, slipping gears, and harsh shuddering that made the car unpredictable and even unsafe. Even after Ford issued recalls and updates, many cars returned with the same issues. Some owners waited months for replacement parts, leaving both customers and mechanics frustrated. Shops soon realized the design itself was fundamentally flawed, meaning any repair was just a temporary fix. Many mechanics simply refused these jobs altogether, knowing the issues will come back, while another compact car introduced its own engine-related headaches. Number 7. Chevrolet Cruze. The Chevrolet Cruze with the 1.4-liter turbo engine seemed like the perfect fit for drivers chasing fuel efficiency without sacrificing performance. On paper, it looked like an upgrade over other compact cars of its time, offering strong mileage with a little extra power. But mechanics quickly learned that owning one of these 2012 to 2016 models often led to an expensive string of repairs. The turbochargers are known to fail early, sometimes long before the car reaches high mileage. Add in chronic coolant leaks from faulty water pumps, bad thermostat housings, and weak radiator components, and you get an engine prone to overheating. In severe cases, the entire engine could be damaged beyond affordable repair. For mechanics, constantly chasing down these issues eats up hours without truly fixing the problem, which is why many shops simply turn Cruze owners away in frustration. Number 8. Volkswagen Passat. The Volkswagen Passat between 2012 and 2015 sold heavily on the promise of German engineering, presenting itself as a well-built sedan that could outlast its rivals. Buyers expected precision and durability, but mechanics were the first to notice how quickly that reputation unraveled. Electronics in these models frequently caused headaches, from failing infotainment units to glitchy sensors that triggered warning lights without clear diagnoses. Add to that poorly aging components like brittle plastic cooling parts, and problems began stacking up fast. Timing chain tensioners became a known weak spot, leading to costly engine damage if ignored, while emissions equipment failures added thousands more to the bill. Shops often complained the labor hours alone for fairly standard repairs outweighed the value of the vehicle itself. That's when the illusion of German reliability broke down, and the repair bills dwarfed what the car was even worth. Now imagine problems like those scaled up in exotics, where each repair cost reaches staggering levels. Number 9. Older luxury and exotic brands. Owning an older Ferrari or Rolls-Royce seems like a dream come true. Prices on the used market can make these cars look surprisingly affordable, which tempts many buyers into thinking they're within reach. But talk to any mechanic and you'll hear a very different perspective. The challenge isn't just complicated engineering. It's the staggering costs attached to even simple services. An oil change can easily cost over $1,000, and sourcing rare parts often takes months. Independent shops rarely have the specialized diagnostic tools or training required, which means most won't even attempt the work. What happens instead is owners are funneled into dealership service centers or niche specialists, where every minor repair feels like a luxury tax. That's why so many mechanics simply refuse these cars. A reminder that even prestige vehicles hide costs that are only now appearing in ordinary models with software locks. Number 10. Cars with restrictive software and locked systems. Here's something most car buyers don't realize. Newer vehicles are coming with hidden digital locks that make repair almost impossible outside dealership walls. What looks like a simple diagnostic check can turn into a dead end when the software refuses to communicate without the manufacturer's approval. Models from Nissan, Chrysler, Subaru, and even Mercedes now have coded systems that block independent shops from accessing vital data. That means a basic task like reprogramming keys or resetting a sensor can require licenses costing thousands of dollars or dealer-only tools regular mechanics can't get. This isn't just frustrating. It removes your choice as a customer. For many mechanics, turning these jobs away isn't about preference. It's about practicality. The technology literally won't allow them to help. And that shift reveals a bigger problem. The challenge isn't only flawed cars anymore. It's restricted repair itself. Owning the wrong car doesn't just mean higher repair costs. It can also mean no mechanic wants to take it on. Shops avoid these vehicles because they know the repairs won't pay off, either for them or for you as the owner. That leaves drivers stuck with expensive problems and limited options. Before buying, always research repair histories and check what mechanics actually say about maintaining the model you're considering. Look beyond the price tag and pay attention to long-term serviceability. In the end, the real luxury isn't the badge on the hood, it's having a car your mechanic welcomes.